Hey guys, I'm gonna just give you a quick preview of the black version of this Gammon Percussion drum set kit that I got. So we're gonna get on to it. I am fairly new drummer as well, so I guess this could be a really nice drum for those beginners as well. But I also have very little experience on playing the drums. Like there are times I play around with the drums at my school or at my church. So yeah, I'm still somewhat new to this, but I'm fairly used to knowing what things are supposed to sound like can't speak as far as tone quality. Only ones I don't really know is the toms. So, yep. So yeah, we're gonna get started with the basic main ones that are out, and yeah, we'll just get onto it. So we'll get started with the kick bass. Yeah, that was bad, but I had a few problems with this lately. Not a lot, but just like the pedal, because the spring mostly puts a lot of tension into the screw. I mean, it's all held on by a nut, so yeah, it kind of slides off. But that could be different for you guys if you guys get this, I guess. So, and also when I first got this set, it sounded very damp and just more like a really big tom. So to make it sound more like this kick bass right now is I put a pillow cushion in there. So now it sounds very has more attack feeling, I guess, or a sound. That's as loud, where I could get louder. There we go. Yeah. And here we have the hi-hat. This is actually the instrument that's kind of been my pet peeve lately. I'm not a huge fan of this hi-hat, but you know, you gotta keep in mind for price for this drum set. I heard it's around like 200 to 300, so you gotta just remember that this is pretty fair for something that's cheap. So either way, to the hi-hat. Okay, and here's what bugs me most. Otherwise, everything sounds pretty decent. I mean, it's pretty deep, low pitch for a hi-hat, but it is what it is. But if you listen very carefully, it's like when I step on it. This only happens when I step on it. It just has this really weird noise that only comes out of the noise on the inside. I don't know where it comes from. I've been trying to make so many adjustments to it, and it still is there. So if you listen very carefully, it sounds like something's kind of dying in there. But if you don't hear it, that's fine. I mean, it's very unrecognizable, but I'm sure if I put a high quality microphone in front of this, that could be a problem. So there's that. And these are actually mute, so you can't really hear them. These mutes don't come with the set. I actually got these separately because as you noticed, just with the kick bass, I was pretty loud, so I'm quite the loud person. So I'll take these off. Quick thing before I actually get to these, I'm gonna go to this one. This one's a crash/ride cymbal. So I'm gonna have to say this is more of a ride cymbal. I mean, just hear it for yourself. See, it sounds more ride. I mean, if you hit it really hard, it kind of does sound like a crash, but it requires a lot of hard hits, and I don't know. I feel like I'll be abusive when I do it, but it also makes things louder, which is kind of obvious, but either way. And then here we have our snare. This is probably the only thing that came together out of the box out of all the others. I mean, everything else you have to assemble, but it's fairly easy, and yeah, just hear it for yourself. So it's nice. It has the tone quality high like that, so if you're more of a heavy metal and want it deep, it does come with a key, which is actually really nice. Helps you tune things around for this and the toms, but this comes in tuned, so yeah. And it also has a mute with it too, which is nice. I also forgot to mention about the hi-hat. I don't know what this is, but I'm just going to mention for the sake of some of the drummers who know what this is right here. I do know its function. It's where you tighten this up and it'll tilt this hi-hat cymbal, the bottom one. So, yeah, it's a nice thing to have. And I'm not really going to judge on these. I mean, I don't really know what an actual good sounding tom sound like, I guess. So I'll just have you hear it for yourself. I will say it sounds very damp, just like the kick bass was, so I don't know how to fix that. Besides probably some tuning, but that really just changes the way it sounds. Doesn't really change the echo or reverb sound effect or sound in general. So yeah, there it is right there. I'm gonna give you a few drum beats, and actually these are not the drumsticks you're gonna get, thank God, because you could see it's actually plastics on the tip. But those are mainly my practice drumsticks. These are the actual ones you'll get. So I'm just gonna get onto it, and I'll give you a few drum beats.